Vegas 104 just took place, and I'm going to be giving you my quick recap of what I thought about the event and kind of what happened. This card was very volatile. A lot of underdogs won. There was a lot of finishes, I believe like 9 or something like that, which is crazy for an Apex card. And yeah, let's just get into it quickly. Dubin versus Jadis. I mean, Jadis knocked out Dubin. I was not expecting that, but I guess lightning does not strike twice. Jadis looked good. You know, she found a solid jab. She was good forward pressure and ended up finding the KO shot on Dubin. Dubin, she doesn't do well under pressure is kind of what I got from this fight. Jadis, though, just showed that there's levels to this, and I don't know what's next for Dubin. I don't know. Anyway, but I'm not going to fucking die on that hill trying to figure that one out. Jacine Nunes taking on Priscilla. Good win by Priscilla. You know, she was the underdog there. Nunes, a bowl of muscle, 5'2" or whatever she was. Just kind of coming forward, wailing shots. But the problem is she dipped her head every time she threw a shot. Priscilla caught that read and threw a nasty uppercut and ended up finding Nunes. And unfortunately, I was loaded up on Nunes, so rip that bit. Don't know what I was doing there. But good stuff by Priscilla, good uppercut, and good win. Next, Andre Lima taking on Daniel Barres. Now, this was a showcase performance by Andre Lima. He stopped all the takedowns. He looked massively improved on the feet as well. Good forward pressure. The scramble skills were there. And he found the submission in round 3. Overall, I can't really hate on Andre Lima. He did everything right. There were like moments where I thought Barres was gonna have a little bit of success, like, you know, in round 1 when he first got the takedown. I was like, uh-oh. But the striking and all that, I wasn't necessarily worried about the scorecards. Andre Lima was in full control, in my opinion, the whole time. Like, look at the fight stats. 161 compared to 34 strikes. What are you saying? That's a huge discrepancy. Good stuff by Lima, in my opinion. Deserves fight of the night because it was a crazy fight. Next, Stefan Luciano taking on Sam Hughes. Sam Hughes, underdog win. Good forward pressure. She had the takedowns which she needed to in round 2. Probably a 10-8 in my opinion in round 2. And round 3, surprisingly, she was not the busier person. She kind of gassed out a little bit. Luciano seems to wanted it more. So I can see the controversy behind, you know, seeing which way you want to give it for the scorecards. I thought Sam won the first round and second round due to the wrestling, but Lucina, she's no joke either. I think good forward pressure, overall good performance by both ladies. Kind of takeaways from this: Sam Hughes, good takedowns, not really dangerous on the feet, and Lucino only kind of dangerous in round 1. The power tends to fade later on. That's that. But she has good grit though. She doesn't give up on herself. In round 3, she did keep on working, so fair enough. This one, what the fuck? Mosasa versus Vera. I did not rate Vera in going into this. I did not think that he was going to be able to find the submission. I get, obviously, that is how he would have won, but the head kick. Was not expecting that. Mosasa just did not see it coming. Head kick, follow-up shot, submission on the ground. Good stuff by Vera. Mosasa was a negative 1,000. That hurt a lot of people's parlays. Straight up. Unlucky. There's not really much you can take away from this. It was a 2-minute fight. Mosasa looked good for those 2 minutes. Good forward pressure, big shots. Vera obviously clearly was hurt by those big shots. Obviously, he kept on going down to the ground there. Mosasa was not engaging. So good game plans by both fellas, but yeah, just crazy head kick that blew the parlay, but whatever. Song Yu taking on AJ Cunningham. AJ's trash. Simple as. He has a strong wrestling background, but then didn't fucking use any of his wrestling. There was no scramble skills. He was just accepting the takedowns as and when Song Yu wanted them. That's it. It's just AJ is not a good fighter. Like, same thing. Look at the strikes. 77 compared to 19. Huh. That's crazy. Song Yu got takedowns in pretty much every round, I believe. Yeah. Several every round, and AJ was just not there in the fight. Like in round 3, AJ landed 1 strike. Moving on. Waldo Costa taking on Ryan Spann. My pick here was Ryan Spann. I didn't realize that he was done with MMA and he just fucking should retire. I thought the lighter man skill, him moving up to heavyweight, you know, he was going to be the fastest guy here. Waldo apparently has power, which I don't know. Every fight I've seen of Waldo, he just doesn't use the power, but The power was clearly affecting Spann. Spann is not good. Spann should retire for sure. Takedowns for Acosta, he got them. He obviously got a knockdown as well. Ryan Spann also took himself down, actually. So I'm going to correct myself there. Ryan Spann took himself down. I'll throw like a little clip up on the screen here. Crazy stuff. Yeah, Ryan Spann, you had a good career, but time to hang up the gloves, unfortunately. But good win by Waldo Costa. Who knows what's next for him? You know, move up in the rankings and stuff, but not a contender that I really care too much about. Sungwoo Choi. Tough luck. Really tough luck. He was apparently going through some stuff beforehand, and obviously his last fight was obviously a KO loss against somebody, I forget, Steve Garcia. Kevin Vallejos. Yeah, I don't know. Kevin is the real deal. He is kind of undersized for the division, but he's short, stocky, tons of power, very clean technical striking as well. He's the real deal. He had a knockdown on Choi, and obviously that finished up the fight within the first round. He probably deserves the 50K bonus there. Good stuff. Kevin's the real deal from Argentina. Called out Gene Silva too. That'd be a crazy matchup. Obviously, that was his one loss to him on the Contender Series too, so kind of a rematch there. Good storyline. Both guys are doing well, so fun stuff there. This fight pissed me off. Straight up. Dia Nugozar taking on Brenson Ribeiro. I saw Brenson Ribeiro live in UFC Edmonton against Caio Machado, I think is what is. What's fucking fat ass, whatever he is. Yeah, Brenson Ribeiro is not good in my opinion. He is slow, kind of plods forward with one punch. That's it. He's good at covering ground and good footwork for sure. I thought Dia was going to be able to control the wrestling here, to be able to control the movements. I guess the stylistic aspect of it kind of threw him up, where he couldn't land his left hand because of the stance of Brenson. But man, Dia, he just had a fucking weird twitch with his eye. It was weird. Just a weird performance. And then he got fucking submitted while he was on top. Back to the drawing board, buddy. 3 years, Dagestan, forget. One phone call. That's what we should do with him. Brenson Ribeiro, good win. Kind of blew my parlay, so I don't know what to say about it. Kind of angry, but whatever. On to the next. Damon Blackshear, the GOAT, taking on Cody Gibson. That was a pure beatdown from Damon Blackshear. Cody Gibson came off hot, had a good start to the first round, and then from there, Damon Blackshear's jiu-jitsu and his black belt just kind of paid dividends here. He was able to find the submission in round 2. Crazy win there. Good for him. And yeah, he looked good on the feet too. Just overall very good performance by Blackshear. His jiu-jitsu carried this fight. And Cody Gibson, good performance too. He was a dog, stayed into it. Alexander Hernandez taking on Kurt Holobaugh. Yeah, impressive stuff. Obviously, Kurt had a very strong first round there. Was able to find the sub attempt. Obviously, no reversals, but it felt like a reversal in the first round. But yeah, good striking too. It was just a very competitive fight back and forth. All honesty, could have went either way, but I could see why people would give it to Hernandez there. Towards the end of the fight, he just stayed stronger, got the takedowns when he needed to in round 2 and 3, and was able to secure it. Wasn't much. It was kind of a very sloppy fight, but I don't know, good for Hernandez finally showing us what he could be, you know, but who knows whether he stays consistent. Unlucky to Kurt Holobaugh. Next, Chidi Njokuani taking on Zaleski, is what we're going to say to him. I had Zaleski in this. I thought he'd be better, and turns out the range actually was the reason why he lost. Chidi was able to find the range and a nasty knockout blow in the second round. First round as well, you know, Zaleski had moments with a takedown and then also just, you know, forward pressure. But Chidi's just long and lanky, and Zaleski just couldn't find him. And Chidi just kind of run away with it, staying on the outside, throwing the jab out, and then eventually found the knockout power. Good for Chidi, good win. Don't really know what's next for you, but good win. Main event. Crazy main event. No, it was pretty boring. And yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. A lot of punches thrown, and somehow still boring. I don't get it. It's just one of those ones where you throw one, you get hit by one. You throw one, you get hit by one. You throw one, you get hit by one. There was very little technique. There was a spinning back elbow from Roman that I liked. Yeah, he lost the first round, but then from there kind of carried on. It is kind of impressive to see Roman's cardio bring it back. Or I think he lost the third round, whatever it was. But yeah, Roman's cardio stay consistent here. That was a nice change to see. Mainly because it was just striking, so who knows what his cardio looks like when he mixes in the wrestling there. Vettori got hit a whole bunch, and Dolidze got hit a whole bunch. There was a lot of fouls that should have been taken a point by Dolidze. A lot of finger poking, groin shots that kind of went unanswered for. So I can get the frustration from the Vettori side of things, but Dolidze still outstruck him. And again, I guess you have to let the ref do their job, right? As much as you want to complain about, oh, he's cheating, you still got to stay into it. You can't just wait for the ref to kind of intervene and kind of hope that he takes a point. So Vettori could have pushed himself a little bit harder, but again, I'm not in there, so who am I to fucking judge? But good win by Dolidze. He's going to move it into the top 10, I believe, now. I don't really know what's next for him. Adesanya, sure, but then fucking can't speak. Adesanya, I don't think would beat Dolidze. I think Dolidze, same thing, would beat him because he has the wrestling component, which obviously Israel does struggle with. I don't know. Be interesting to see what the UFC does there. Obviously, give it some time. We'll probably see him back in the next kind of like 3-4 months. So kind of like June, July, I can imagine. But very interesting. Yeah, maybe a July card with Adesanya. Could see that. But yeah, that was the UFC recap. Obviously, comment your thoughts down below. And yeah, thanks for watching.